Darren McCarty and Neal Ruhl can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Oh, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. D-Mac is back in the house. D-Mac, what's good, man?
It's all good. Just trying to stay warm. A little nicer day today. Sun's out, so we're just moving it down.
I know. I was told this is the warm day.
No, I thought
Thursday's
the warm day.
Yeah. Didn't feel like the warm day walking across the street here, but
no, but that's why they have winter gear, and that's why you have the nice wool March Madness hat on.
Absolutely. KG in the building. KG was really good.
Hey, D-Mac's commercial for the Red Wings is really fucking
This guy
good.
takes a couple days off. I turn on the TV. He's out doing Bernstein commercials.
Yeah, I saw the Bernstein one too.
Yeah, he's got Red Wings commercials going on around all over social media and everything like that.
Shout out the so if anybody's seen the ABC Vintage commercial with me and my friend Aaron from ABC Vintage, but it's all the throwback like 90s, 80s, 90s T-shirts. The one Real Men Drop Their Gloves, the one Rock'em Sock'em with me and Proby, the old Grindline ones, the old Sergey Stevies and stuff like that. So the afternoon game, 1 o'clock. Saturday the 21st, I believe it is, or whatever that Saturday game is afternoon game is when they are going to be down on display. So if you're down at LCA, make sure you check them out.
Yep.
Sunday
the 21st.
Sunday the 21st.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be
and it was fun.
So
sorry guys, I've been away, but I've been busy.
Yeah, you're on a promo run, as we call it.
On the promo, I like it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
man.
And then the Bernstein one. Shout out. You know what? Listen, I got to play. I've already played the Fox Theater this year at the Fan Fest, so why not be in a commercial with Aretha Franklin's music?
Why not?
It's going to be a pretty crazy 24 hours at LCA. The Golden Grizzlies and Michigan State play at noon on Saturday.
Shout out.
The Pistons play the Hornets at 7:30 on Saturday night.
What that
and
Hornet ass.
Sunday afternoon, the Wings are playing. So there you go. Yeah, a lot of
Sporgy.
Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
What's up, man? You all right?
Nothing. Yeah.
Seem down, man. You good?
No, I'm just chilling.
Okay, there it is. New guy Cam is in the building also. Not wearing Michigan gear again.
Bro, you could just go out to come here with some Michigan gear, man.
So, all right. Do they have
Is
a
the
coach?
basketball team not
He's
playing?
not going to
tonight?
let it go until
Don't
you
they
lose
play
it.
on Tuesdays?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's the Dusty. Where's your Dusty May outfit, bro?
We're a basketball school, so remember that.
That's what I said. Well, that's Cam that he said. He wears the stuff for the basketball team. He has nothing to do with the football team. That's what he said before, right?
That's right, because they are a basketball school now.
We are. Just rediscovered it.
Do they have a football coach yet?
No, they do not.
They do not. Okay.
I'm mad because they talking about Biff is maybe eligible. So
Spenny. Speaking of
another fill-in coach as the head coach. Gotta love
Well,
it.
no. What do you? No. This will work.
Okay.
gotta like what's happening at MSU. We haven't talked about it, but Fitzgerald, you gotta like that, right?
Oh, yeah. I love Coach Fitz.
Spenny said he's ready to be hurt again, all the way in.
No, but that's it. At least it'll be hurt the right way.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's one thing or not, but there is some semblance, and it's not about wins or losses, but it's about playing the right way. And that Pat Fitzgerald teams, all those Northwestern teams,
They tough.
whether they were good or they play hard.
Yeah, at a
that's
bare
all you want.
minimum.
Isn't that what you want, Spenny? Absolutely. So set you out.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there, get your thoughts out there, and you want to skip the line, you can use the super chat. Do all of that as
there we
well. Woodward Sports chat thread.
Producing right there.
I know we're not to the part of the season yet, but and I know college basketball kills ratings, but at some point we have to talk about Michigan State and Michigan. Yes, but that point is not today.
No.
Nor will it be pretty much as long as the NFL is going on. Again, that is not me. You guys know me. I work in college basketball. I would much rather sit up here and talk college basketball. You guys don't want to do that, though. The numbers prove it out. So there is that. Mike G, rest in peace to the Lions and the playoffs. It is a rest in peace Tuesday, by the way, brought to you by Art and Jakes. Dr. Pierce will be here. It's time to have the convo with Dr. Pierce also. You look at the Parsons, the Mahomes, these primetime guys that are on primetime teams. I'm going to ask Doc, like, when is it enough, man? You can't be playing games every 30 minutes on Netflix and then on Peacock. You're like, when are we going to cross the bridge here? That's going to be my question.
Well, is that what right? Because is that what we're seeing? It's got to be wear and
don't
tear,
know.
not enough injured. The Sunday to Thursday games, the 7 games in 14 days, stuff like that. There's got to be something to it. There's got to be something. Might as well ask the doc.
Yeah, and I will ask the doc. The Pistons won last night
Again.
and D-Mac, I got locked into it. I was doing some stuff to get ready. I'll be hitting the road tonight, going down to Cincinnati. I was doing work stuff, but then I just got locked in. And D-Mac, I told you this before, right? Like the Sergey thing, when Sergey got his number retired and stuff, I tell you, it's rare, but I revert back to a fan at times. And last night, playing that Celtics game, watching that Celtics game in Boston, I reverted back to the 12-year-old, 10-year-old Neal. I love beating them in Boston.
Did you
love it?
Was there a specific moment, right? Because you're doing your prep or whatever, and you're paying attention. Was it a score? Was it a basket? Was it a play? Was it something where you because there's these moments that it gets your attention, right?
Yes.
And then you're like, okay, and then because you're not like I'm locking in. You just sort of like, oh,
It's
what's
on,
going
yeah.
on? And then you're back in there before you know it. Was there a specific point in the game yesterday? Because every time I didn't watch it, I didn't get to see it, but I was paying attention on the app to see what the score was, and a lot of the game we were behind.
Because I noticed that Derek White just would not miss.
Bro, that's every time he plays
Every
us.
time
It's
he
so
plays
dumb.
us, yeah. And it was pissing me off the way that it pissed me off back when I was a little kid with Larry Bird or Kevin McHale. I'm like, you guys why do you not miss when you play here? They never miss. And it didn't matter. And D-Mac, that was it. Yes, he didn't miss. So what? So what? And they bounced back every single time. And Cade was killing them guys out there.
Bro.
As much as at times we didn't have an answer for Jaylen Brown and certainly didn't have an answer for Derek White, and I think that's what we focus on as fans. They could do nothing with Cade Cunningham. Not a ball screen and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like that's
If he gets to his spot, it's
over. And it doesn't matter. Get to the cup. He made 6 threes, and I know that's a little, I don't want to call it fugazi. Like it's not that. That's not his bag. Though.
Little above his level. But here,
but sometimes you got to go above your
level.
level.
But here's the thing, right? The way they won the game yesterday is a different way that they usually win a lot of games, but they showed that they can go in different gears. And yesterday it had to be a track meet. It had to be, bombs from downtown. It had to be, we can't stop you, but we can get more. Isn't that such difference with this Pistons team where it always used to be we have to worry about shutting you down or getting points and stuff like that. We couldn't worry about going to outscore you. I think that great coaching to realize is that, hey, we can't stop this guy, but they can't stop us. So, let's keep going because the speed and the pressure and stuff like that, it just goes to show you how this team is real because they can win in different ways, and they're showing you different ways and adjusting to that.
It's so beautiful. They can win. They can beat you in transition. They are one of the best paint teams in the league, offensively and defensively. And it's just amazing to see, bro. Cade is Cade. We know that. But I like the fact that they aren't just relying on Cade Cunningham. You are getting these other players and veterans to step up. I talked about it earlier today. The Karis LeVert and Javonte Green take over in the fourth quarter. I popped when Javonte Green had the steal on the one end and then the coast-to-coast dunk with the foul.
And he got fouled, but they didn't call the foul. But he
it's
got
so
fouled.
weak, bro,
And then
but
he got a tech, and I didn't care.
It was right.
And I ran to Twitter because I expected people to be mad, but they weren't.
They weren't.
And because, I didn't have a problem with it either because I like that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to let people know that you can't punk me. You can't play with me and stuff like that. And I did. I liked it.
Hey,
Karis LeVert, man, vet.
I love him. I think he's great. And added, and you look at the guys that he's added even more, Trajan Langdon, guys that so complement this dressing room. Sorry I didn't send it to you this morning, Spenny, but have you seen their pregame before warm up or whatever. They come
Yeah.
out with the boom box,
Oh, yeah.
some Latino, and then they're dancing. They're all there.
Yeah, man.
Go watch that video.
It was good last
No,
night.
but go watch that because you can see how much fun they're having and locked in to go to work together. You know, like you can't. There's nobody dragging. There's nobody not in there. It's pretty cool. That's what you like to see, and they're converting that onto their play on the court.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Varice in the chat. Javante ripping Peyton Pritchard, then absolutely shitting on Derek White. It was.
Bro, I
man.
popped in my living room. My wife thought I was crazy. I was going nuts. Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Javante.
Woodward Sports. Kyle McKay. I know we all agree the Pistons are real, but can we now agree that they are real?
No, for real. I'm all in on everything. They can win the East. They can go to the finals. They can do it all.
Yeah, no, it's on the table. Certainly it's on. We're a quarter in now. You know, we're at the quarter pole. Like, it's a race now.
Yeah.
And it is. And it's pretty cool, too, because the Knicks are on a heater. I don't know how many people have noticed that, but they've won 9 of the last 10. Like, they got it going. And it looks like it's going to be kind of a two-team thing coming down at the end of the East. It's going to be the Pistons and it's going to be the Knicks, and that's the way that it's going to be. And it's like the early 80s again. So there it is, D-Mac.
I like it.
Are they a 21-5 team the rest of the season? I feel like that's kind of aggressive, but
Is it? The way they play defense?
no, it's fair. Like, it's fair, and here's the thing. You want to know the best thing about Cade? Here you go, D-Mac. Yeah.
Right. Smart to
Look
cut
at all the boys. Look at they all just file up. Watch, you'll see there's B Stu, but in the corner in the
Duncan
back right, you
Robinson.
see Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
He'll get down. He'll get a little
KG,
spotlight.
can I get a ruling on this?
Oh, this is beautiful
Can
right
I,
here.
Can I get a ruling on this?
Yeah, it's official, man.
Yeah.
We
Look
stamped
at,
that.
look at DR in the back corner whooping it up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we stamped that for sure.
Here, right there. There we go. D-Mac. Can
Yeah,
I get a ruling?
there it is.
Yeah.
Can I get a ruling on Duncan Rob? We've talked
He's
about
white.
That's right.
We've talked about his
right, man,
fade.
he's white.
Okay.
He's white with flavor, though. He got a little
Yeah.
flavor to him.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Got some
Are you
Cholula.
trying too hard right now, KG? Are
No,
you trying
I
to
don't-
create a case for him or no?
no, I don't think I am. Like, he be accepted.
Is he trying too hard, Spenny? It sounds like he's trying.
Maybe a
hard.
little bit.
A little bit?
He'd be accepted.
Well, it's just like I go back to it with Duncan Robinson because you came to the conclusion he gets his fade done on the east side, right?
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a West Side fade would look just slightly better. But, that's my West Side bias, so it's all good.
Okay. All right. I go to you. You're the liaison. You're
Thank
the
you.
racial relations liaison of Big D Energy.
I take pride in
And
my
listen,
job.
no matter how nerdy and how white you are, if you can hoop, that does a lot.
No, seriously.
It's,
Hey,
If
you
you're
know-
going out there,
seriously.
you're getting buckets, that does a lot.
yeah, 100%.
You know what it is, though, with this team? The eyeball test? This is a playoff team, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're built because of on defense, the way they hustle, but also, look at their bench. Benches is deep. When you mention the Knicks, yeah, Knicks got stars, but I don't think they're as deep as we are. You know what I'm saying? And you're seeing it night after night, and you're seeing different
Yeah.
guys step up. Yes, Cade's going to lead the way. He's the catalyst to this, but what you've always said about him is what does he do? He makes everybody
basketball
around
play.
him better, and he facilitates when needed to be. And if not, we saw like last night to get it sparked to get her going, but he's got everybody in. They're all in together. And then that video of them goofing around tells you more about that locker room than anything, at least to me.
Here you go, Neal. Shout out, I'm salty. Duncan is invited to the barbecue. He ain't got to cook nothing, though. Just come. Don't bring a dish. Just come enjoy.
That's like D-Max.
Enjoy
Bring a
the
mixer, bring some liquor, bring a mixer. He's fine.
Yeah, bring a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring a bag.
Why
I
can't
got
he? Why
salad.
can't he cook
I always
nothing,
bring salad. They
KG?
always get me to bring salads, man.
Because
There you
it's
go.
going to sit in
Yeah.
the corner. We don't want to embarrass him. Ain't nobody going to touch it. Like, it's all good, though. Like, just come.
Woodward Sports chat thread in the super chat side list. I was in the building. I watched it from Jared Goff crap chance to MVP chance every time Cade touches the ball. I love to see it. Woodward Sports super chat. Pete Smith. Skyline chili, Neal. I'd rather eat my shoelaces. I've been to Cincinnati probably about 10 times, 15 times in my life. Never had it, Pete.
I don't like soupy I don't like soupy chili.
Is it
spaghetti.
basically chili with sugar on it?
It's
that
like
comes on
chili
spaghetti?
with spaghetti and sugar and it's just soupy. I don't like. I like more meaty.
Agreed.
Okay.
But hey, to each their own. I'm not dogging it. No, I mean like you grow up with it or you like it. It's just something that, I mean, if I had to eat one, I'd eat one.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like olives.
I spend my time in Cincinnati. Like we're on the Kentucky side of the river.
Yeah, no doubt.
So like that's.
If
I'm over at their establishment.
It's a little different over there.
Do they have bourbon? You know,
they do, as
cities?
a matter of fact. It is the ground zero for bourbon.
It's the capital, baby.
Yeah, so there's like a couple establishments that I go to that are not Skyline Chili there. I'll just leave it at that.
There's an establishment you can go to where you won't have to get any Skyline chili.
No, absolutely.
And you can get Darren McCarty's meat.
Yep.
It's on the menu very soon. A 25-ounce sirloin. The Enforcer. Make sure you guys check it out. Again, everything we do is in satirical, comedic purposes. Nothing we do is for sexual gratification or to promote the harm of others. Don't sue us. Make sure you smash that like button. For BlackRock, go to blackrockrestaurants.com. You can find one near you. Like I said, 25-ounce sirloin in honor of Darren McCarty on the menu soon. Make sure you go check it out. 20% off your total bill when you mention Woodward Sports. Go check out blackrockrestaurants.com to find one near you today. And Neal, what about Sharon's?
Let's talk about Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning, everybody. It's supposed to warm up a little bit, but it ain't going to be warm, you know what I mean? If you're a DTE gas customer, you need to go to SharonsHeating.com. You can get linked up with a free furnace inspection. So go to SharonsHeating.com, take a look at the details and the particulars, and while you're there, you can schedule appointments online. You can take a look at instant quotes. And by the way, if the worst of the worst happens and that furnace has to be replaced, you can take a look at financing options and see how you're going to pay for it all. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. They've been keeping Michigan families comfortable and safe for over 42 years. At Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness. Over 50 Metro Detroit Planet Fitness locations, so that means there is one near you. And guys, I'll just give you the comp. I'm looking at a gym outside the door right here that is 3 times more than Planet Fitness is per month. Guess how much the 25-pound dumbbells weigh in that gym? 25 pounds. What? Same as Planet Fitness, everyone. And I'll even take you a step further. I know they have more treadmills. I know they have more steppers. I know they have more cardio equipment at your Planet Fitness. The moral of the story is this. I'll never be a member at another gym. I've been a member there going on 4 years, and it's been everything that I've wanted to be, and it can be for you too. It's the holiday season. You know you're going to be eating at parties and stuff like that. You know, get in the mix, everybody. Get that fitness routine going. Go to planetfitness.com or just pull in the parking lot. Planet Fitness. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights. All right, we are off and running. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, D-Mac back in the building. We have all of you in the chat. KG, Spencer Raxter, new guy Cam. In the super chat, really Mr. Biggs. Boy, when Asar decides to practice shooting threes. That's not the role for him.
No.
It's not.
His offense isn't encouraging, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
It's
so
regressing a little bit.
The free throw thing needs to clean that up a little bit, but they got the win.
The team does.
Yeah, they got away with it, and they got the win. Here, you asked the question, KG. You said, like, why not? I will say this. this Pistons team right now, I don't want to say that they're officiating dependent, but their success will hinge on how games are officiated. And we saw it in the Knicks series. Mm-hmm. For those that don't know what I'm talking about,
You cooking.
we saw, 6 games? We saw it officiated probably 3 different ways.
Yeah.
They had more success than other times, depending on how it was called, D-Mac.
So the saving grace for me is that now I'm seeing the eyeball test of Cade Cunningham especially, but our team getting more calls, getting respect. Mm-hmm. If the league deems them worthy, which I think they are, then they get officiated.
Well, ironically enough, though, D-Mac, they are probably one of, if not the most physical teams in the NBA.
Right, and if they're allowed to
do that, then they're
so
set up.
That we'll see the narrative or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that they're getting more respect. It seems, from where I'm watching it from, is that calls that weren't made, especially on your big guys. Like, you're talking about White or whatever going to the hole and getting fouled and not getting the
Javonte Green. Yeah.
Or Green. I mean, but like if that was Cade. Now you're seeing him get that call, right? It goes to guys, the superstars get the calls. You have a superstar now, so maybe more officiating. But I think you brought it up, the efficiency, right? You can't lean on that. And if you're going to lean on it, like that's like false. Free throws are like pre-snap penalties, like false start penalties and motion penalties and stuff. Like it's preparation because I believe you can sit there and practice for forever. And they got to get better at that if they're going to still get these calls.
I would caution people against, and I understand the tone of really Mr. Big's comment there. I understand that. I just hope that the town understands what Asar Thompson means to this team and the skill set that he provides. Because I would argue that pound for pound, and Spenny, check me on this, Asar Thompson's skill set is one of the things that this team needed to take the jump. They had to have that. 2 years ago, Spenny, they were the worst defensive team in the NBA. They were.
Yeah.
And now they're the best, arguably.
One of.
Yeah. One of, for sure.
And Asar is a big reason why.
Yeah.
I hope people don't sour on that.
He's insane, and the offense is getting bad to watch, though. He needs to get better. He needs to stop missing layups. He needs to get better. He's never going to be a shooter, but finish at the rim. And that's what we need out of him. And it's not just Asar where the defense, I saw this per the Pistons PR, two-way star. Cade Cunningham leads all NBA players this season, boasting a 40.8% defended field goal percentage. Meaning Cade Cunningham is the hardest player in the NBA to score a bucket on. He also leads the NBA with 4 games of 15, 5, 2, and 2. So
out of the guard spot.
Statistically right now, Cade Cunningham is the best defender in the National Basketball Association on top of being an MVP offensive threat. The guy he's a stud, dude.
Does Asar Thompson have to be your Tayshaun?
Tayshaun could score, though.
But
Tayshaun was both ways.
No, but what I'm saying...
Yeah, but Tayshaun was valuable because he was the Kobe stop.
No, for sure.
But you're going to dial it in.
He is, D-Mac.
And
Asar
can
do that, and you want him to develop and stuff like this. My only question is, do you think the coach, J.B. Bickerstaff, or they're aware of the ineptitude on offense, and we're seeing it, but there's got to be sort of a reason, either working through it, on top of it. I don't think that they're negating that. I think that the focus right now for this team to be successful, which is wins that we're seeing, is his shutdown on defense. So hopefully he's young. Yeah. Hopefully this is the maturity. Look at Jalen Duren's elevation to whatever. Let's give this kid maybe another year. But I agree with you. Can't miss layups, can't miss free throws. He's not going to always be the shooter, and he's not going to be offensive like Tayshaun. But to me, he reminds me of that energy and that wire on defense, the way that he can stop guys.
Oh, you're warm. You're definitely warm.
Yeah, you're not wrong at all. But the fact that his defense is so great, the fact that you can't play him in the fourth quarter, to me, that's a little problematic.
So now that's something that they're going to have to, and when he understands that, right, where he can't, you're not at a deficiency, and I think that's what Mr. Big was trying to say, is that you can't be a liability to be on the floor at the end of the game, and you need him on the floor. So,
Woodward Sports Super Chat side list. You only bring food to the cookout if you know you are elite or if you're bringing a diabetes brownie in a pan.
Fact.
Those are dangerous ones.
No, that's a fact. Don't bring no bullshit to the cookout. That shit will be sitting in the corner.
People talking about Duncan would probably put raisins in the potato salad. I have never had a potato salad. I hear people say that all the time.
Well,
I've never seen it.
Well, yeah, white people, that is a white people special. That is something.
I'm white, KG. In case I know that.
And then
I
not
know that
every
I'm
white
good in the
person.
hood, but I am white, KG.
But not every white person has done it. I'd look at plenty, Southern chefs that make bomb potato salad. It depends on who you bring in. That's all.
Yeah. Woodward Sports Chat thread, Weezy D. Y'all want Kate on the floor with Robinson or Asar in crunch time? Depends on if we're defending or if we have the ball. Then you tell me the situation, I'll tell you the answer.
Yeah.
If it's an end-of-game situation and it's tight, that would depend. Do we have the lead? Are we behind? That would be my question. Nick, Cade, All-Star or snubbed again? No, he will be an All-Star.
He's going to be a starter.
Yeah, he will be.
He was an All-Star last year. I don't know why he keeps saying that.
Yeah,
he was All-Star and an All-NBA player last year. He's obviously going to be that again.
Yeah.
Also, who else is an All-Star on the team?
Jalen Darren probably.
Yep. I'm salty. Do you put raisins in your mac and cheese, Neal? I do not. Rack.
Fuck.
Yeah, why? What?
Rack in the chat. Come on, KG. Not all white stereotypes are true.
I'm not saying they are, but that's where it came from. I'm just saying.
Joseph, same thing. Raisins do not belong in potato salad. I've never heard of it, and I'm pretty white.
Listen, I don't know about raisins in potato salad, but grapes in chicken salad.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Grapes
Fire.
in chicken salad.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
cut
you.
them
It's
up.
fire.
No.
I'm telling you.
Cut them in half.
Cut them in half.
No.
Yeah.
Fire.
Chicken salad sandwich. Oh, yeah.
That one's so white.
You
Kenny,
don't
but
need
it's
grapes
good.
in no fucking chicken salad?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
Hey,
No, you
Especially in the
don't
summer.
knock it till you try it.
Oh, yeah.
in the
summer.
summer.
All right,
yeah.
and
on
that's
the golf
fair.
course, and then a little celery in there.
Some
crunch?
dried
Yeah.
some dried cranberries.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, so that's fair. Y'all just can't bring that shit to us. Just y'all can have it. I'm just saying, don't bring it to us though.
Wheezy D, what if it's craisins, though?
Crazy.
All right, I will give you. Apparently, you guys aren't vibing with the Pistons talk. Okay, I get it. I'll give you guys what you want.
Right.
We'll go back to the football well. All right. Yeah. Let's do it when we come back, everyone. Let's talk about Jack's car wash. Do you get your car washed twice a month? You probably do. If you do, you need to go to jackscarwash.com, take a look at their subscription packages for roughly about the cost of 2 car washes per month. You could be in an unlimited subscription package and get your car washed every day if that's what you want to do. You can do it if that's how you want to go about it. You ever been to Jack's Car Wash? I got the answer for that also. I'll get you a free car wash. Take out your phone, text WSN to 888-522-1729. Then poof, you'll have a free Jack's Car Wash on your phone. Go to any one of the 40 plus Michigan locations. Free vacuums, free compressed air. Every car wash ends with a hand towel, drying service, jackscarwash.com. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill Sub-Zero. Icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play. Chill Sub-Zero.
Neal, Ruhl here for Art and Jake's, everybody. A colossally successful watch party at Art and Jake's in Clarkston. It was off the chain. Spenny said it was popping. Guess what? Art and Jake's like that all the time, especially on game days. If you don't just want to hang out in the house and watch the game, get on out to Art and Jake's. A tremendous atmosphere, wall-to-wall televisions everywhere, the high-definition media wall, all of it. Oh, by the way, an elite menu. It's not just, hey, here's some wings. What sauce do you want on them? It's actual, like, stuff to eat. Smash burgers. They have the chicken wings if that's your thing, but shrimp tacos, tuna, all of it.
Cantina Bowl.
Cantina Bowl, fire. D-Mac loves it. Guys, come on. What are you doing? You're doing it wrong. Go to the sports bar setting with the fine dining flavor. Go to any one of the 6 Art and Jake's locations.
Chat pushing back, Neal.
I know they are. Okay, chat. Woodward Sports chat thread. Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty back in. KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the chat. Alex the Spoon, Neal is a liar. I thought we're all loving the Pistons talk. That comes from Sound Kayak. Okay, let's see. We'll talk about the Pistons as a matter of fact. Okay, here's the deal. I saw, obviously last night, watched some of the Steelers game. Not a ton though, because the Pistons took up most of the bandwidth. But D-Mac, Terry Foster and I got in an argument yesterday. He says that the Lions are dead, that it's over, and there's no chance. And I contend that it is not this tremendous 8-leg parlay for them to get into the playoffs. All it really, really is, when you boil it down, is you win a home game, you win a road game, then you play Chicago on Sunday Night Football for the right to go, provided Chicago loses a game, which they are an underdog in their next 2. That's the baseline. There's other stuff that can happen, but that's the baseline. And D-Mac, when I look at this roster and everybody that vibes with it, that everyone that vibes with Ja and Montgomery and Hutch and Jack Campbell, it turned real quick in here. Like, those guys are still there, right? Like, the guys I'm talking about, they're still there, right? Yeah, I still vibe with those guys. Are they banged up? Sure they are. Everyone's banged up in this league, D-Mac. And the bottom line is this. The teams that are left for the Lions to play, if you can't beat them, then you were never really a playoff team to start. And also, you can't go 11-6 without losing 6 games, D-Mac. So everyone that said they were ready for this, they all of a sudden they're shocked and they act like they weren't, D-Mac.
90% everybody had 11-6 or 12-5, right, of how you got there, and now you're in it. If you can't beat Pittsburgh and beat Minnesota and then go up against Chicago, I mean, it's set up. Yes. Is it uphill, right? You put yourself sort of back against the wall. Yes, but you've been in worse situations. So it's all about the availability of the guys and the guys that are out there. It's the effort. Like, I agree with Dan Campbell, what he said. The effort was there, but the execution wasn't. So whether that's play calling, whether that's schemes, whether that's something, they got to clean it up. What have they proved to us over the past, I don't know, what is it, 55, 56 games, something like that they don't lose back-to-back?
Are you stunned, this mass exodus?
No, no, because I think it's more to why people don't is because of the injuries, because of what we don't have, because it's blatant. And I said this to you, like, you remember the conversation we were going to have about Branch and Laporta, right? Who's more important, right? To me, it's always been Sam Laporta. You look at right now, you only have 2 receivers, right? And when you don't use Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield or don't get him going with any passes, especially earlier at all in the game, right? It limits you. You've taken away the tight end security blanket because you just don't have that guy there. Your offensive line's as beat up as it's ever been, right? So things are up against it. But again, this team's shown when they face resilience, you know, they'll get it done. I think the most poignant thing he says, if you can't beat Pittsburgh, Minnesota after losing to them and Chicago, right, then you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. So there you go. I mean, like, and that's it. And this was always, like, I don't know how you would have got to, did you think you're going to be 11-4 and then lose the last couple? Or, like, I don't understand where that is, because I had them winning the last 3 games.
And I don't think we can sit on a pedestal and say if we don't beat these last 3 teams, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs, because they're 3 playoff teams. So, like, they're just as good as we are. We're not this giant that these teams are coming into. Like, we're not the 15-2 Lions anymore. This is not the same team from last year. They're banged up. They're not executing as well. Yeah, a lot of the pieces are still there. But if you look at this team and the way they're playing and like, oh, yeah, they're just as good as they were last year, I think you're lying to yourself. Yeah. And the 49ers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Chicago Bears are 3 playoff teams. So it's not just like a given that you're going to beat these teams. It's not a given that this team would beat anybody on a week-to-week basis the way they're playing right now. And you don't play the 49ers, you play the Vikings. So you should beat the Vikings. But the Steelers and the Bears are playoff teams. And that's not just a given that you're going to win those games.
Yeah, and the Bears are playing playoff teams too.
Yep.
In the Packers and the 49ers. So like that's my point, is it's all the same for everybody. And I've been thinking about this a lot, where when you get into that, I don't get how everyone's jumped ship on Jahmyr Gibbs and Penei Sewell and Aiden Hutchinson and Jack Campbell and all those guys. And Spenny, I want to drill down on what you just said. That was a great gateway. This front seven is healthy defensively, right?
Yep.
So what's the difference? Why isn't it working?
I don't know.
Right.
It's not my job. I got to fix it.
Right, but we believe in all these dudes, right? We used to.
We do.
Do we still or no?
Yes.
I still believe, but they haven't shown it.
Yeah,
we can only go off what we've
so
seen.
people say that, so they haven't shown it. They still, like, where's the losing streak? You know what I mean?
Every other week for the past, 2 months.
Right.
Like, they're
so
a 500.
where's the losing streak?
Neal, they're a 500 football team.
When have they lost back-to-back games?
They haven't in 3 years, but they're a 500 football
That's
team
what
over
I'm
the past
saying.
2 months. It's not like they're some juggernaut.
And I'm not saying they are a juggernaut, Spenny, but to just sit here and say it's dead or I'm salty, got to win playoff games for me to give a damn. Like, okay, then why'd you watch the whole year? Like, why are you?
Neal, we did say Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, Super Bowl or bust.
And
We did say that.
that's the mentality of saying if you don't win these 3 games. Yes, Spenny, they are at least Pittsburgh and Chicago, the way that they've played, have played better. Pittsburgh maybe not, but you're in for it and stuff like this. But at the beginning of the year it was Super Bowl or bust, so you've done it to yourself. And I think that the whole thing is that it's what Dan Campbell always says. I got to prepare for the next guy to go, my starters to go down. You haven't got the production that maybe you've needed at times, whether that's execution, whether that's game plan. I don't, like Spenny said, that's for them to figure out.
Yeah.
But they got to get consistent. And what we've seen isn't the 60-minute Detroit Lions that we've seen. They make too many mistakes. They shoot themselves more in the foot. The effort's there, right? Okay, great. You don't worry about that or going out, but now it's about execution.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Steve Wilds, Bears will beat the Packers. They are better.
I think they will too.
Kajobi, Bears are not losing to the 49ers.
That one, I think they could lose.
They could.
I think they'll beat the Packers, especially without Michael Parsons. And I think the Lions are going to beat the Steelers. They don't lose back-to-back games. I'm not going to count them out. The Steelers aren't this juggernaut either. They got fucking 70-year-old Aaron Rodgers running around out there.
Throwing it at 5 yards per completion or whatever that number is.
But, I mean, he did have a good game last night. But it was a very Goff-esque performance out of Aaron Rodgers last night. A lot of find it where it is, quick completions, get the ball into your hands of your playmaker, stuff like that. And that's what he is now. He's not the run around for 20 seconds and buy time and throw it back foot 70 yards down the field because he's old.
On the other side of the field, across his body, yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to be doing that too often anymore, but he's still dangerous, and you still have to take care of it. And I talked about it on heavyweights yesterday, like, yeah, you could say that the Lions secondary is getting cooked by a couple fantastic duos of wide receivers. When you look at Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, you could kind of give them reprieve there. Those are 2 guys that are insane. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, same kind of thing. You can kind of give them a reprieve there. But this is also the National Football League, and you're going up against upper echelon receivers every fucking week. And right now you've got 2 cornerbacks who are both on a good day 5'6", going up against arguably the most physically dominating receiver in the league in DK Metcalf. So that's going to be a problem for them. They have to lock in on him. They're going to have to bracket DK Metcalf and hope Adam Thielen doesn't 5-yard drag them to death.
Right.
And that's what it is for me is I know it's, you played the Rams, you played the Cowboys. Yeah, well, now you got DK Metcalf. And the week after that, you've got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Like, you don't really get reprieve from good wide receivers in this league, and the secondary is in shambles right now.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Kajobi, Neal's the only one who wants to talk Lions. That guy, give me more Pistons. Darren Dante 151, 400 people viewing right now with Pistons talk. So who the fuck is saying Lions? Oh, looks, viewership's up 18%, just like that. Wow, it's almost like I know what I'm doing here, right? With all due respect to everybody else, like, wow. Now I'll wait for you because it takes about 20 seconds. So go ahead and drop that in the chat. Man, Neal, you were right. I'll wait for that to drop there.
You won't see it.
Why not?
Because people just want to get at you, Neal. That's all.
Well, why not? That's odd.
That's what you want to hear. That's why.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Neal is right.
Yeah. No, but D-Mac, I am stunned, man, because we did the chat poll in the show yesterday. You know, will they make it? Yes or no? It was like 55-45 no. Travis and the guys did like one with thousands of views on the main social account. It was 60-40 no. I don't see it the same way that everybody else does. I don't, man.
I don't either. They're gonna fight with whoever they have, and it's about can they clean up the mistakes that they've made, right? Spenny brings up a huge. They have to be able to at least stop somebody on third down or stop. Like every time that ball goes in the air from over 20 yards, you're holding your breath because, like you said, they got to find a way. The good blessing, right? That does this not play out if the releases are to those 5 yards? It sets up our linebacking core, and I like our linebacking core against what the backfield and the tight ends and Thielen coming over the middle of Pittsburgh. So I think it's like they've shown, our team has shown that they can take film, take a week of practice, and come back and clean that mess up and play a better game. So now, no better time than now. As an athlete, you put yourself in this position where it's your back against the wall, and sometimes it's easier because you have no room. You know, you don't have any room for another loss. So you got to dial in and be more focused if that's possible.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there. Get your thoughts out there. Where was it? Somebody asked about is David Shaw was brought up. Was that on the super chat here? Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Because I got the question here.
The super chat was, David Shaw was brought up for Michigan head coaching search.
Okay.
He was good at Stanford.
Yeah.
A decade ago?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Okay.
I mean, Michigan ain't got a shitload of options. They got options, but not a lot.
Woodward Sports chat thread. D2387. I'm back on the Kool-Aid. Lions going to the playoffs because Caleb Williams and the Bears are fraudulent. LFG. I do want to see it like more than once. Like that's the mark, right? I do want to see it more than once. Also, too, I was looking at it. I know what you're saying, and a lot of people are saying I think that the Bears are going to – why are the Packers favorite? Why are they favorite?
That's what I asked.
That's my question.
But Bears as a home dog, I would take that in a heartbeat.
All right, let's take the break. We'll get more into it. Tell them about Gold Crown.
Absolutely. All right, guys, let's talk about something that takes your chill game at a championship level. Gold Crown. You know the slogan, smoke like royalty. Gold Crown is a Michigan brand through and through with some of the finest cannabis products in the state. Whether it's their Crown Jewels gummies packed with flavor and effects that'll keep you vibing, or their infused Jester pre-rolls that hit harder than a Lions linebacker. Gold Crown is all about giving you top shelf quality without the royal price tag. All rise for the reign of royal highs, only with Gold Crown.
And let me tell you about Wicked Pickle, the Woodward Sports Pickleball Open, January 9th. Make sure you check it out. Go to pickleballtournaments.com to sign up to register to play with or against some of your favorite Woodward Sports personalities, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Remember, the heavyweights will be broadcasting January 9th, Friday, from 5 to 7 p.m. And again, go to pickleballtournaments.com to register for your chance to play.
wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep,
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Walking any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, enjoy a haircut, scalp massage, hot lather, neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of their talented stylists. Take advantage of the $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code. Oop, up there in the corner. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
All right, keeping it pushing. Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, new guy Cam in the building. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there, get your thoughts out there. People popping off right now, but we are talking Lions. And like, look, Spenny put it here in the show sheet, and a lot of talk about David Shaw, salty pork chops. I don't get Michigan fans. You were late to this show to begin with. David Shaw would be the perfect hire to actually get Michigan back into the conversation. U of M isn't poaching a coach this late. Well, Salty, I was told that they're Michigan and they can just get who they want.
Didn't you say that yourself?
That's what I was told. I'm just going by what I was
Guy
told.
right here, man.
Just going by what I was told, man.
I love you, Neal. You my guy, man. Forever.
Yeah.
Catch it on. Sometimes it's what he told himself.
Right. Was he lied to?
Was I lied to? I
But,
don't know. Jeremy Kruger in the Super Duper chat. Lions are winning out and winning the division. Packers are hurt like we are, but they lack our depth. They'll lose to the Ravens and the Bears. Bears will lose to us and the 49ers. Which,
I'm
Jeremy,
going to give you a thumbs up right there.
which,
bud.
Jeremy, like that is not a 9-team parlay that you're counting on to pay your family's grocery bill.
True.
You know
it's
what
about
I'm
a
saying?
four-legger.
I mean, it
though.
kind of is.
Yeah, it's a four-legger at
You
the
need
least.
you need 3 Lions money lines, 2 backwards. Like it's kind of a 5-leg parlay at the very least.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Get the thoughts out there. But look, man, like, make no mistake. If you do want to ask the question, and there are questions I have too, I believe that they will answer them. Somebody in the chat said, Neal, you're counting on them beating Pittsburgh like it's a given.
They're going to beat Pittsburgh.
When was the last time they lost back-to-back games?
Like 3 years.
3 years.
That
That's some
kind of is
change.
a given, isn't it then? Can we say
No,
that?
it is not.
I would not say it's a given.
You know it's going to eventually fade, right?
Sounds like a get right.
At some point.
Yeah.
What is the number? Did they come up with a number on that game? It
I haven't seen it.
is. Oh, they're 4:00. It is Lions by 7. That's a lot.
Come on, bro. What are y'all doing, Vegas?
That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. If that is a lot.
You know it's real when Neal can't even go to Vegas for the answer.
Well,
like,
but I mean 7, dude. Like
come on, bro.
in a 1-score league, man, that is a lot.
They
Let's just say
are
it
not
like that.
capable at this point for that line, but
Although maybe they're trying to tell you, you know. But we will know because obviously the Packers play the Bears Saturday night. So we'll know on Sunday, won't we?
We will.
We certainly will. It's time, though, right? Sound Kayak. Neal suffers from Michigan derangement syndrome. I would say.
a little bit.
What do you mean?
Don't do that. A little
How
bit.
so?
Just a little bit.
How so?
I think you're a pretty smart man. I think you figure it out for yourself.
I would say I'm the one that doesn't have Michigan derangement syndrome. I would say that's more you guys.
Okay.
Am I a Bryce hater, or did he have 9 touchdown passes?
I think you're a Bryce hater.
I think both things can be true.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Spitty.
Which one is more provable?
Which one is
the
more
9 touchdown passes is more provable.
Okay, thank you. That's all I was looking for.
Oh man.
That's fair.
Yeah. Which one is 100% provable fact? That's what it was. All right, D-Mac. The front 7, man.
Got to be better.
Lee McNeil.
Got to be better.
Where are you at?
I'm, disappointed like everybody else, especially like, at different times, like thinking back, what the Rams did rushing the ball was the thing that was more frustrating, getting, 3-4 yards, doing what we usually do to other teams. And that usually doesn't happen with Aleem and Reeder in the middle and stuff like that. So the only thing is, these guys bounce back well. I mean, they're not going to hide from it, and they got to be better. So there's no better time than now. And especially, Pittsburgh's going to run the ball and try to take what the Rams did and formulate that probably into their game plan. So we just didn't get off blocks well enough. Didn't plug the holes. Obviously missing Brian Branch. Spenny did a great breakdown of how, sometimes you miss the little things where those couple yards. This game, this game is like a game of inches, even as fast as it is and everything else. So it's just they got to lead because they're the healthy ones, right? So they got to, whether it's pressure, whether it's clog the middle, whether it's, getting teams into long second and third downs and being able to shut them down. They just, bottom line, Neal, they got to be better. And he's got to be better. He's got to lead.
Salty pork chops. DJ Reader is on the back nine. And Spenny, you and I were big DJ Reader guys.
Mm-hmm.
That is accurate, though.
Yep.
Right?
That's the Tyleek Williams pick.
Yep.
And that going forward, like you see it now, right? Like Tyleek and Reader's on the last year of his deal, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the writing is pretty much on the wall there. What do you Spenny, you do the watch party. You're essentially doing play-by-play for the games.
Yeah.
But you're watching the ball all the time, so you're not looking there seeing where Aleem McNeil is lined up and stuff like that. Is it just we're asking him to do something that he's not as suited to do? Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Is that at least
they're
part of
asking
it?
him to be an edge. They're asking him to play the edge, and that's just not like he was learning and molding into a good pass rusher from the interior.
Yes.
He wasn't even like this elite
And swelling
interior
up the run
rushing.
game.
Yeah, and he needed to learn how to be an elite interior pass rusher first before asking him to do it at the edge spot. And I think that's like we talked about. Every time AQM is in the game, when you're not playing with the lead and you put El-Quadin Muhammad in the game, they run the ball directly at him every single time.
Yeah.
And when Aleem McNeil is out there on the edge to stop that from happening, you can't get any pressure from that side. And Marcus Davenport is playing like a scared cat. So it's not a good combination at that opposite edge spot. But when you're playing with the lead, then you can use El-Quadin Muhammad to the weapon that he truly is and send him after the passer, and that's where he is extremely good. But when you're not playing with the lead, you don't have that luxury.
Which is fair, which is obviously 100% fair. And D-Mac, that's the biggest thing for me. My biggest disappointment, the run defense used to be a non-negotiable. Like you did not run. Remember
Set
they
it
went
and
like
forget it.
15 games or 20 games without giving up a 100-yard rusher.
Yeah.
Like
they
it-
were a top 3 rush defense last year.
Yeah, like it was a non-negotiable, dude. And I can't put my finger on it, but that's my biggest disappointment in terms of what changed. Teams are running the football. And you look at their losses, there's a common theme to them. Teams run the football on them. They just do, man.
Yep.
Well, when you're successful, and is getting the teams into, third and longer. Right now, they're getting 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 in a league where everybody goes for it on 4th down. That's what killed you the other day. The Rams executed all their 4th downs, all their long 3rd downs, and you see that mindset where, teams, it's you get 2 or 3 yards in the 1st down, it's automatically pretty much, unless you're buried in your own end, it's a 4-down game, especially for the offensive mindset guys, and especially when, what do we always say for our team? We got to establish the play action.
Yeah.
Right? What did the Rams just do there? They just established the play action and established like the run. So you're downhill. Usually we're sitting here as Lions fans. Okay, we can get the 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Let's make a stop, not get a flag or whatever like this. No, now you got 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s, 4th and 1s that, you can't say, okay, they're going to do this. They got to throw the ball. No, they got double options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes we try to be too smarter. And I think that really, and it's the law of averages, is always going to even out, right? If you look at over the last 4 years with the 4th down things, now we're not executing. The biggest thing is that we're either not going for it or we're not executing using 4th down as an advantage of what we had in the past. Other teams are.
Yeah.
Other teams have taken more. Everybody else plays the Lions, Dan Campbell, risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, Neal, with the possession game and the way that the NFL break down and how you have to do it. But it's just so tough when you got to eliminate something. And if you can't eliminate the run, which is what we always have been able to do, then you're fucked.
And, like, stopping the run takes 11 guys. Like, the secondary is not only to guard the pass.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian Branch is one of the best run stuffers on this team. Kirby Joseph was a top 5 safety in stopping the run in the NFL last year. Terrion Arnold is
Good
very
tackler.
good at tackling on the perimeter
Wait a minute, he's a
and
bust,
helping
he
out in
sucks.
the run game. Like, you need those guys as well on the back end, and especially now. I don't know if they did it again against the Rams. I would assume they did, but against the Cowboys, their philosophy was to tell that defensive line, "You're getting after the passer. Get after the passer." And have Jack Campbell and the linebackers worry about stopping the run.
Right.
So when you don't have the secondary on the back end and you're doing that in the front, it's putting a lot of pressure on the linebackers to make the plays.
And look at the block schemes. Give it to the Rams because they take our best players and they just double them, and we can't. And then they get the one-on-ones against the wrong guy, right? Because you don't have the Branch or the Kirby or the speed on the outside to make that plays. I think it's just sometimes as a fan you lose that perspective until it's not there.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Detroit Dabber. Yeah, it's not deranged at all to have said Neal will be talking about natties and Rose Bowls for Michigan for the next 4 years after Bryce committed to Michigan totally. What? Is that not in the chat?
It is in the chat.
Did you tell me that?
We were talking Lions.
No, did you tell me that though?
I didn't tell you that.
Spenny, did he say that?
I don't know, man. I can't just keep up with everything. It was definitely said a lot.
Okay,
Right.
see? Okay,
but not by
thank you.
me. I didn't say. If I said it, I said it. I didn't say that.
Okay. I'm just asking.
For
That's
the
all.
next 4 years, it's gonna be all natties and Rose Bowls, is what I said. Okay.
Steve-O,
Got you.
Neal, the Tigers stole Max Anderson. Did they? I mean, he was in the Korean Baseball League.
Right.
Did we steal him?
That's not even back Saturday. That's the other Anderson.
Stole, yeah.
Did we steal him?
I guess.
Real Cream of Wheat wants to know real quick. Ask D-Mac, did you do your hair differently in the Bernstein commercial?
Oh, I'm just responding to him. No, that tells you when it was recorded. That was the end of Summer Blonde Ambition Tour. Right, the golf.
Ambition
The golf.
tour.
That was the golf. That was all the sun bleaching it all out and stuff like this. So you can always tell. That's how it works. It was probably shot about 6 weeks ago.
All right. Kajobi, Ben Johnson is going to kill us on the ground. Well, we got to worry about the Steelers first, man.
Yeah.
I'm very worried about that.
Yeah, Swift looking great
Because
right
the
now.
Bears run the ball well.
Yeah,
I know,
Let's get there.
I will say that, like, when you watch their run plays, and I'm like, man, I remember.
Yeah.
You know those.
Looks pretty similar, doesn't it?
Yeah, those angle blocking schemes and everything like that, dude. I'm like, man, we used to do that.
Swift running between the tackles because they block scheme so good. Like, come on now. What's Swift run through the tackles? Like,
I know, it is crazy. Dante, yeah, you stole him from those GD
Yeah,
North
they stole him
Koreans.
from the supreme leader, I guess.
you're right.
Not stealing him from anybody else.
All right. Woodward Sports chat thread, smash the numbers. Literally, no one thought Michigan was going to win the title except Neal Ruhl telling himself in the mirror that people said that. No one told me they were going to win national titles?
I'm sure some fans told you that.
So you do agree?
Because they're fans.
Okay. I'm just asking, man. Apparently we got to revisit. All right, let's take the break. When we come back, Rest in Peace Tuesday. Brought to you by Art and Jake's. Let's talk about Loom.
Absolutely. Winter's got Michigan buzzing, and Loom is back with 2 brand new flavors. Grab the new Orange Fire or Lemon Lime buzzing today. Crisp, smooth, and perfectly buzzed at 7.5 milligrams of THC, or crank it up with buzzing 100 milligrams. Cherry, strawberry, or watermelon bliss. Try that one yet, Spenny?
Oh, yeah.
Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Fire.
Have you tried them all?
I have.
Absolutely. What's your favorite?
I like the orange one.
Low-cal, hangover-free, and all Michigan-made. Find them now at Loom.com or any one of Loom's 41 locations. Remember to use code WSN30 to get 30% off your entire order.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. They got deals for everybody you can check out. They got a 2026 Enclave, $299 per month, 2025 XT6, $359 per month, or a 2026 Silverado for $189 per month. Hit up my guy Goran at Les Stanford. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. Les Stanford, together, let's ride.
All right, coming up, second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl, that guy, D-Mac, Darren, McCarty. You can see him on the Bernstein commercials, various commercials on social media as well. KG, Spencer Raxter, new guy Cam is in the building. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread, jump into there. Use the super chat if you want to. Tev Sauce with a super chat. Top 5 former Woodward sponsors, like Coast Portland with the machete.
Yeah,
And
forgot that.
Right.
And Foaling with the beer vending machine, the classic. The beer vending machine is an elite idea.
$2 beer vending machine.
It was an elite idea.
Mystery pull.
Hey, when I was a fan, Chili Peppers Tan.
Chili Peppers
Chili
Tan.
Peppers tanning. Yep, they
You
were fun.
don't tend to get their butt crack full of sand.
Those were pretty good,
Oh, yeah.
man, no doubt. They were. Tomorrow, Top 5 Wednesday, Top 5 stocking stuffers. We're getting down to the time here with Christmas. McCowan in the super chat. Neal, what's happening with Nick Whiteside? He absolutely balled out against the Bucks' elite receivers, and he has height.
He was injured.
Yeah. Told the boys one of the other things I saw him when I went. I didn't clear the physical. They had me in for safety.
Yeah.
Trying
to
to
get
see if I could be
strong
safety. I couldn't do the physical, but hopefully he'll be back. Yeah, he was effective. You know, there's something to it that you need anybody out there. But Kenny, you were saying, dude, like you don't really realize how depleted that DB room is.
They have no one.
You guys ready to rock for Rest in Peace Tuesday?
Always.
Brought to you by Art and Jake's, as it always is. That's right, Undertaker. It is time to put somebody in the sports coffin. And Spencer Raxter typically bats leadoff. You ready to rock, Spenny?
Yeah, I am ready.
I wonder who.
Yeah,
Who we got?
Yeah, I know, right?
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to the Carolina Panthers.
What?
You know,
Damn,
they tried to
man.
do it again. They got shucked. You get shucked, you suck. And so, you know, it's you hate to see it.
They still on the graphic.
We hardly
Dude,
knew
you like visit that grave every it's not even on the birthday or holidays or whatever. There's such
He's
a
having a
pile.
hard time
Like
with it.
no, I can see the first flowers he put down there. Now there's like a pile. I can't even see the
Yeah.
tombstone because
Right.
the flowers Penny's put down for these guys.
Listen,
I love
we're
your
fighting
loyalty.
the good fight, but you know, you lose to the Saints, stuff's gonna happen. You had the chance to take a pretty commanding lead in the division, but the Buccaneers scratched out their win that they looked like they were gonna lose, and you lost to the Saints. Man, R.I.P. to Carolina Panthers. We hardly knew ye.
Hardly?
It was a good run. Still love me some Bryce Young, but man, sucks.
They still on the graphic right under the Lions.
Yeah, and you know, if they win next week, we'll see what happens. But,
Spenny needs that win.
Right.
He needs that win this week. They are hosting Tampa.
Yeah.
And it's their last stand.
it is talk about win or die.
Yep. It is their last stand. They have they're home against Tampa, they're home against Seattle, and they're at Tampa to end the season. So it's not promising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spenny, this could be
played
it.
the bill.
It's sad. It could be the end of an era.
They played Tampa twice.
Yeah, two times in the last 3 weeks.
And the Seahawks in between. Yikes.
Spenny, you might not get him back.
Hey, it's all right. You know, love the Panthers.
Sad to see him go.
Keep pounding, baby.
Right.
I'll give you this. So that was one of the greatest bits in rest in peace
Hey,
history.
man.
The content wrote itself.
1 week at a time.
Man.
Damn. Come on. Hey, Panthers. Do it for Spenny.
Give me
this
one
week.
more.
Give me one
Give
more.
me one more.
And if you
Make
give
me
him one,
believe again.
if you give him one more,
Yeah.
you'll probably
You'll
end up
give me
giving him two more.
Because you'll get absolutely cooked by the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But if you could get 2 more. We could do this, Panthers.
You can't do it for Spenny.
Do it for me. All
Spenny
right.
doesn't ask for a lot.
do
He
it for
shows
Dude,
those
that's
man,
it.
man.
Spenny
Do it for
doesn't
those
drop
fans.
flowers. He's got a Ouija board. He's doing a seance over the grave site.
Spenny doesn't ask for a lot.
No, I don't.
He
Right.
shows up. He does his job. We ask a lot of him here. He does it. Give the man this.
Right. Fuck do it for Lil Saint. Do it for Lil Spin.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Damn, man. Zach Soap, rest in peace, Lions playoff hopes. Mike G, Braylon Cintron ads were elite. They were good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That was pretty good.
can get
Tough one to
fly like
follow
me.
there, KG.
Oh, it's really not. You talked about eras ending, and even more obvious than Spinny and the Panthers.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the Kansas City Chiefs. God damn,
Yeah.
man.
We hardly knew you.
The first time in 11 years they have been eliminated from playoff contention, and the icing on the cake, Patty Mahomes, torn ACL. He's going to be out a long time. What the hell happened to the Kansas City Chiefs? Will they ever be back? Is the question now.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get 2 top 10 picks. They're going to be back.
Yeah.
Do they just can the next year? Do they just say, fuck it, we tank it and
Hell yeah.
And go for it.
Mahomes done until December. Travis Kelce retiring.
He can take a gap year.
Mail it in.
Mahomes
dude.
can take a gap
take
year.
a gap year.
Yeah. I don't want to say that they're dead.
They're dead.
they
But
might be dead.
they could be, no doubt. No doubt they could be, man. It was a hell of a run.
It was.
If it is over, I don't think they're quite dead yet.
True. They dead for this year, though.
They're dead for this
Dead
year.
as
yeah.
fuck.
Yes.
No, they're dead for this year too. I mean, they had that first place schedule too.
They did.
Like, it'll take a toll on you.
Everybody thought you can't count the Chiefs out. Oh, they're gonna do it, and then just
Well, to be right, they were right 9 of the past 10 times.
Right,
You know,
right.
so they were right.
it's tough, man.
But yeah, D-Mac,
Yeah.
who you putting in the coffin?
Well, as KG so eloquently did, you weren't here last week. I put KC in the coffin last week. I could
you see the unseen,
I
yeah.
could see that coming, but to that point, I'm going to drop some flowers just to make sure because they are now officially dead. But I'm going to put in the coffin the football career of Travis Kelce.
Okay.
And he's going to make babies, going to make
stay on
billion-dollar
back now.
babies
Right.
right now.
Little country babies.
Moving on, I think that just what I saw out of him, at the end of the year and whatever, but was just, there comes a time. We were talking about DJ Reader, and I think he could still play, but I think with the way life is, with everything else outside, this is a perfect time, and especially with Mahomes. Why the finish? Because Mahomes done. He don't want to go through this. Like, as frustrating as it was this year, the way that it went, he doesn't want to go through this with a new guy. I don't think there's so much bigger. He's got Hollywood. He's got all this other stuff. So I'm going to put Travis Kelce real early on the football gravesite.
He been dead for a while.
There it is.
Walking corpse.
It's got a future, though.
Yes. That you're probably right. I mean, at what point?
Why
dude,
wouldn't you?
Do you want to fire up the engines for training
No,
camp?
so you could do.
again?
You're going to
he
fire
doesn't.
up that oven.
Yeah.
He don't even
Dude,
turn
it's-
on until the playoffs. Like he over this shit, man.
Like, don't you see, like, with everything going on and everything else in his life, like, it just sort of seems like writing's on the wall. I don't see him as that guy that just lives and dies, needs it to breathe.
Yeah.
Like Tom Brady's going to play it all out to whatever. I think he's going to walk away while he
Yeah,
can still.
we've talked about this before. Literally everything Tom Brady did in his life was to play football. Literally every meal he ate,
Yep.
everything he put in his body.
Every wife he sacrificed.
Yeah, all of it. Like he gave the kids, the wife, all of it.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck Giselle. I'm going to.
Yeah,
I got
so
to
you want, hey,
practice.
so you want to be the GOAT? There you go.
You gotta go
There's
do
a
the GOAT shit.
there's a give and take.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, I mean, like, yeah, you'll
You
be
didn't get
great
there
at
by
one
accident.
thing, but
No.
something's can't be great at them all.
But we are officially in the second arc of maybe Patrick Mahomes and what the Chiefs are going to be. So if he's really the GOAT, You gonna do it again.
He ain't the GOAT. There's one
I
GOAT.
think this
It
is
is
a
one
blessing
goal.
in disguise for Mahomes because now he can sit back and take his time and sort of regroup and see how much he loves the game or whatever like this and get healthy, not having to worry about getting back for the playoffs or even if you could. There's a different mentality where he's going to get to be able to take a perspective and see what this game means to him or whatever. And to your point, if that's who he is,
If you the GOAT, Brady did.
then
it.
he should come back even.
Brady
Brady
did it.
tore his shit and came back on fire.
Came
so.
back and won more Super Bowls.
Yeah, like if you the
There you
GOAT,
go.
you better figure it out.
So if that's what you chase,
Yep.
there's your motivation, just like Tom.
What was it? Sam Castle? Was that?
Yep,
it?
Sam Castle. They went 11-5
Yeah.
that year. I
Oh, yeah,
remember.
they did.
Oh, Matt Castle.
Yeah,
right?
Matt
Castle.
Castle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Lions got him a $48 million contract in Green Bay.
They sure
they
did.
Right?
Not as good as Matt Flynn though.
Not as good
No,
as Matt Flynn.
that was epic.
That is true. Woodward Sports chat thread AC. Ryan Armani on the Fairway Packing Company commercials. Delicious.
Oh man, that's a good pull.
I remember those.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
good
a
pull.
good pull.
That was a good pull. Anthony Patterson. Shit, he might retire today. He could, as a matter of fact.
I would.
All right. Last, not least, rest in peace. Brought to you by Art and Jakes. And this one hurts me to do, but facts are facts, man. Rest in peace to Pete Carroll. As a coach, man.
Damn.
I hate to see it.
Yeah.
You hate, and like Pete, I don't hate you. It was one more cash grab. It was one more opportunity to take a swing. And I was vibing with, remember when they beat the Patriots to start the year?
Yeah. It was looking good for a second.
D-Mac, what have we learned about this football season? Life can change in 120 minutes, man.
Crazy.
Everything can change in 120 minutes. They beat the Patriots. I was like, Pete is back. And they won one game since then. And I thought it was going to work, right? It's Pete Carroll.
Right.
It's the
He
Raiders.
brought Geno back, you know.
Yeah, he'll squeeze some out of Geno the way he did Russ and all that. And I thought it was going to work. And I love Pete Carroll. And low-key, Spenny, you and I vibe on this. Pete Carroll's one of the greatest football coaches of all time.
Ever.
He is.
Hard
Ever.
stop.
The shit he did at USC, then running for his life and coming to the NFL and doing what he did with the Seahawks.
He's one of the greatest football coaches ever.
And he proved he was right about Russ, too. Because when Russ went to Denver, we all know how that played out. So.
Yes, they were left with an $80 million dead cap.
Yeah.
But yeah, rest in peace to Pete Carroll. And I hate to do it.
His only mistake. Why the fuck did you not give Marshawn the football on the one? That's his only negative.
Thanks.
Still got rings.
He did.
Still got rings. So rest in peace, man, to you, Pete. You're one of the greatest coaches of all time, but it's over, OVA. And I get it. You're going to show up next year because the contract's guaranteed.
Right.
But we know the truth.
Yeah, it's over.
Can anyone win in Vegas?
No.
I was going to ask you that. Is there anybody that can turn that around?
The Raiders are a doomed franchise
There's
because
one
of the
man.
ownership.
There's one man who could turn it around, and he's the owner now.
Brady? As a coach?
If Tom Brady can't save him, I don't know who can. Well, I'm just saying he'll get the right guy in there.
Okay, yeah.
They should have hired Harbaugh.
They should have hired Harbaugh.
Yeah.
They should have. That would have been their only chance, man.
Well, they got Mendoza going to go to them?
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I wouldn't even take Mendoza.
I saw, the mock drafts, Dante Moore's up there at the top. Do you get that vibe from Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore that they're going to save your NFL franchise?
Not at all.
This is the flip side of the coin, though, of, the transfer portal and the NIL deals and the year-to-year free agency, man. If you can't sit there and marinate in a system, dude, how are you going to be a good quarterback? For real.
Yeah.
How are you going to be a good quarterback, man?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's take the break. Sun Cruiser, that's right. One of my favorite reads to do because it's one of my favorite drinks. I dig on the Sun Cruiser, everybody, because they're good. 4.5% alcohol, 100 calories, just 1 gram of sugar, real iced tea, real vodka. If you guys haven't tried, and there aren't many of you out there that haven't tried it yet, but if you haven't, next time you're at the bar, order one up. Next time you're at the grocery store, buy a 4-pack, buy an 8-pack. If you're at Costco, get an 18-pack of it. They're a proud partner of the Detroit Lions. And I thought it was just going to be this summer thing where I do the Sun Cruises on the golf course. Nope. They stay in the fridge downstairs. And we're drinking them all year round. Sun Cruiser, proud partner of the Detroit Lions.
What about chill medicated?
Absolutely. Let's face it, no matter what we do, we all have our aches and pains that we deal with on a daily basis. Providing you with reliable relief so that you can live your best life is what Chill Medicated is here to do. Chill Medicated's line of topical products are non-transdermal, meaning it does not get you high, making it the perfect fit for all-day use in any environment. Find reliable relief where it matters most. Pain may be inevitable, but suffering is not. Try it today at chillmedicatedcbd.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep,
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
One.
Attention sports fan, don't miss expert sports injury insights from Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Catch Dr. Pierce here Tuesdays on Big D Energy. He'll be in a bit, and Thursdays on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, where he shares top-tier advice to keep athletes in peak condition. Trust the guy that I trusted for 4 Stanley Cups, Dr. Jeff Pierce. He's here to help you stay in the game and perform at your best. Learn more at MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
You guys are clowning in the chat right now.
They are.
Ruhl, D-Mac, new guy Cam, Spencer Raxter, KG, kicking it
Tweed
now
Whipper.
as well. James Galena. Kelsey retires and joins the View.
Oh,
He's definitely going to be something.
him and Whoopi up there, like
Yes, that would be pretty funny.
It's not really that crazy to think about, honestly. I could definitely see that happening.
And he'll make more on there than he would have in football.
that's a fact.
Like, people forget that too.
Them
man.
TV network checks.
Yeah, they hit different, man. They hit different. Woodward Sports Chat thread, get into there, get your thoughts out there. Lions Steelers, and it's essentially a back to the wall game for the Lions. I mean, pretty much is, depending on how other stuff shakes out. But as it sits right now, it is a back to the wall game. Spenny, you had a good question on the show sheet, D-Mac. And you guys had your fair share of these during your run-up, and then obviously trying to get back, et cetera, et cetera. How does an athlete handle you have to win to survive?
It's almost easier because you
Really?
don't. Well, there's the only way out's through. I mean, you're on the tightrope. You're either gonna fall and you're done, or you're gonna get across the wire. So I think it's simplified and a lot of things, and I think that's where experience comes in. Is just it's so important just to do your job, and a lot of this different things. And we're talking about the Lions, or we're talking about anybody, it's like, are you doing your job to the best of your ability, or are you letting off? In these moments, like, there's no time for bullshit, right? Like, there's no time for BS, and you can't BS yourself because it's, for lack of a better term, do or die. So sometimes it gets easier because you just go out and play. And you know that, at the end, it's a fight or flight mentality, right? And if you got a bunch of guys that are into the fight, then you're in it together. And when I say the only way out's through and the guy beside you is more important, you're going down, whether you win or lose, you go down together with the plan, but that execution. So as you get older and experience, it's just sometimes it's more simplified.
D-Mac, when we was talking before the show, didn't you compare what the Lions are going through right now to 99 with you and the Red Wings?
Yeah, a lot of it, injuries and different stuff, trying to get it done, and just not, the breaks at the wrong time, but going against it. Like, if you look at it, like, things haven't, the way that the past 2 years have gone, you're getting the breaks and things are going your way. This year it's not. You got to sort of fight through it, but you got to find a way to do that. Difference with us is that we'd won championships, so we'd been there and we knew what to do. it's stuff like that. It just the X doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing, and then I go back to Dan Campbell, right? So this team's going to come out and they're all going to play hard, but can they play smart and can they execute and do their jobs?
It's interesting, D-Mac. While you were out filming TV commercials and being an acting star,
Promo run.
yeah, we had Josh Baligian on, and he came in the studio.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's interesting. His craft is a little bit different, but along the lines of you are pretty much fighting for your life in every fight that you're in. And he talked about it. He said the fight day sucks, and he brought up fight or flight because your body says flight, right? Like get away from this. And he said when they closed, I asked him, I said, what's it like from a mentality standpoint when they close that, when you're walking down the aisle and they close that cage door behind you? He said that's when it becomes easy because flight's out of the equation then.
Well, you got to, and to his point, there's a trigger for everybody, whether it's in a warm-up, it's in your pregame warm-up, it's in introductions, it's whatever. It's your lock-in moment, right? And a lot of, and I'll go, like, in our locker room was pretty laid back. Like, guys were pretty easy going with the music. And so, some guys had more of their routine of stretching. And the big thing is, like, when's your time on the table to stretch? And, everybody's in a routine. But it's pretty loose until, like warm-ups and stuff, it's loose and stuff like this until you're getting ready. And once you walk in, and for us, I was always the last one out of the room. But you can tell, there's a sign at the end before we walked out into the dressing room. It said, "Too much is given, much is expected," right? So, and it's sort of right then when you walk out of that room, it's like locking in to the Coliseum, to whatever else, and that sort of game, and that sort of game time, and that for warm up is when you're dialed into everything else, and you sort of learn how to build it to then, so you don't stress about it for the rest of the day. You think do other things and to keep your mind off it, just make sure you're ready to play.
Nick Pancone in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Kearney.
Shout out.
Remember Mr. Kearney?
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Kearney.
Yeah.
Academy of Warren.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to check back in on the Academy of Warren and see how things are going over there. Danny G. Neal, would you sign my furnace if I brought it to a watch party? Danny G. D-Mac will appreciate this. Any item is $29. However, furnaces are special items. Those are $59 for me to sign. Inscriptions on furnaces are also $59.
And shout out to our guy Mike that was at the watch party with the mustache and the hair and the glasses, because I walk in and Art and Jake's, the ladies that work at Art and Jake's are very, very attractive. There was a lot of them right around the hostess stand right when we walked in. And the first thing he was have me sign this picture of Graham Glasgow. So I walk in there, and there's like 8 baddies standing by the hostess stand. He's like, "Oh, dude, can you sign this?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, no problem, man." Yeah. No, but he was the man. Shout out to him. He brought a lot of energy. It was cool to meet him.
Yeah. But, yeah, Danny, I will for $59. And an inscription is $59 extra. Sorry, D-Mac?
And we don't do change. So bring the proper change.
59 even.
Just one.
Or round up to 60.
Zach Soap, D-Mac, why didn't you fight Sean Avery?
Couldn't catch him.
Pretty simple.
You had that answer locked and loaded for a long time, huh?
That's it.
Yeah. The DJCI, Pete Carroll to Michigan. Would you take it?
Not at this point.
Neal.
Why not?
Neal, how far you bring that up? But, dude, that's not like a 1% or 2%. That's a probably 15, 20% that call might be made.
It is possible. I doubt it, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Why? He still got the contract. He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah,
he's not.
He's
going
too
anywhere.
old now, man. USC Pete Carroll in a fucking New York minute, man.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell you.
The DJ. The offense has to be elite every down, every quarter. I assume he's talking about the Lions.
Yeah.
We can discuss that, by the way, because I saw their offense taking some slander, and I did want to have a discussion about it. Dan, we got video of Dan Campbell in the third quarter, right?
We do.
You want to run that when we come back?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Doc Pierce is coming in. I have some questions with Doc Pierce. I see this deal here too. The talk about the 18 game season is ramping back up and all of that. So
it's gonna happen. People just need to accept it. It's gonna happen.
You got to add a bye week.
You have to add a bye week.
You have to, right?
Yeah, 2 bye weeks. Yeah, that's fair.
You have to.
You have to.
Shit, they need 2 bye weeks now.
Yeah.
Fucking look at the Lions, bro.
They do. Let's see here. Where we go? Let's talk about Ben Johnson law. Whatever your justice is, whether your justice is a settlement, a verdict, whatever that means to you, you need tough, tenacious trial lawyers. You need Ben Johnson. You have to go to venfights.com. This outcome is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. These big-time legal proceedings that you have going on, losing, not an option. That's why you need the fighter. Guys, this is one of the biggest moments in your life. venfights.com. Get Ben Johnson, the fighter. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Spider Legs is a premium pre-rolled brand where bold innovation meets meticulous precision. Spider Legs sets a new standard, blending strength and sophistication for those who value products built with care and purpose. Spider Legs can be found in over 200 dispensaries in Michigan. Follow Spider Legs on Instagram at Spider Legs Official.
All right.
Really, I think the story yesterday was, we had 3 series in the third quarter, defensively and offensively. That's really what bit us. We basically 3 touchdowns and 12 plays on defense, and then we have 9 plays for 6 yards total. Really in that kind of third quarter stretch. So, man, that was tough. There was a number of errors that we had. Some technique, fundamental things that we got to get cleaned up that you can't get away with a team like that. That really got us. You do anything on any one of those series, offense or defense, and it changed the dynamic of that game. So that was not good. That's what bit us.
All right, and that was Dan Campbell talking about that little third quarter stretch. Woodward Sports chat thread. Neal, what are you talking about? The Lions haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher this year. In totality, they have played 14 games. They've given up 1,500 rushing yards. That was never the discussion before. But, D-Mac, backing up to Dan Campbell's points, and I guess this is kind of fuel for the fire to some degree to what we were talking about earlier, just with the Lions. And I saw a lot of pushback. People reached out to me and texted me personally about it too and said, see, the offense just can't do that. They can't go 3 possessions without scoring. And then D-Mac,
not in that game.
Not in that game. I understand that.
They had 5 yards in the third quarter.
Yeah, because they ran 9 plays.
Yeah.
Because they ran 9 plays, man.
You said it in the chat, right? When there was a text that you put across is it was in the second quarter. Now you said you understand we're going to have 1 possession to their 3 possessions because they're coming out of the half.
And Stick tried to deny math, and then it ended up.
No, but then you saw that if you're able to score, right, and keep the pressure on and just shut down like that's sort of what we've been doing to other teams.
Right. It's just. I did feel like I did, and I know it's that game, right? I understand it's that game.
Isn't it like the play calling in the middle? Because I saw where you're trying to run it and establish a run game in the third quarter when you absolutely need to get a first down and continue the momentum your way. I've seen it in a bunch of games trying to run it down the throat. It reminds me of the 4 plays going for fourth down maybe it was against Minnesota or whatever, or the Packers with Jahmyr Gibbs and trying to be smartest guy in the room and not getting it. You just like when Goff backed up and took that sack, that really put you deep in your territory where you knew you wouldn't be able to get the first down. A couple downs are going to be punting. And the way that the Rams, the thing is if you can stop the other team or you've proven that you can stop the other team, it's different. Then you can get away with this and you can hide this. When the other team is just marching up and down the field on you, I mean, you're dead.
Yeah, holding penalties kill you too. Can't have those.
Can't have it.
But in the Woodward Sports chat thread, Galloping Lake, 6 yards in 9 plays. That's piss poor play calling, and that's become like everybody's trigger thing. The Detroit Lions lead the NFL in scoring, in points per game. They're over half a point better than the Rams are. They are second. They are third in passing yards per game. They are fifth in rushing yards. So, like, it's good enough to lead the league in scoring and be in the top 5 in both passing and rushing yards, but then certain segments, it's piss poor play call. Like, I'm trying to drill down on this because I feel like...
I mean, kind of, yeah. Like, you can admit that Dan Campbell, that game was not one of his best efforts. You can admit that.
How though? Give me an
is
example.
That third
Give me an
quarter?
example.
Is that third quarter adjustments when you only get 9 yards on 6 plays or 6 yards on 9?
Situational play calling, like in the first quarter when they opted to take the field goal when you were deep in Ram territory, a spot that we normally see Dan Campbell go for
they took the points.
Yeah, but they didn't get the field goal.
But they took the points.
No, they did, but that's a spot where Dan Campbell normally goes for it. It was like 4th and short yardage.
Yeah.
It was 4th and 4, and it was like a long 3.
Yeah. So, and then the third.
But I was told you just take the points.
The draw play on 3rd and 11, I think that was in the third or fourth quarter.
Hold on, KG. So you don't take the points?
No, Neal. You take the points. But Dan Campbell, his philosophy is to go for it. And I'm a proponent of that. It just seemed like he coached very, very conservative in that game.
But I thought we don't like that.
Well, some fans don't like it, Neal, but that's their bread and butter. That's what Dan Campbell has made his name off of.
And it's weird, too, Jay Swish. So, Neal, that 3rd and 11 was a good call. Did the Rams, was every single play call the Rams did a good call?
No. Nobody's saying that.
I don't.
We can find some middle ground.
I think,
No.
I think the bottom line, right, it's as simple as this. The teams that say Jahmyr Gibbs ain't beating us, everybody else can beat us, right? But Jahmyr Gibbs ain't beating us, right? The teams that have done that, we've lost to, right? Where you can't get them going or whatever like that. That's what plain and simple.
And it's like a trend with Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions season is like you've seen, the Lions are win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. They are undefeated in games where Jahmyr Gibbs scores a touchdown, and they're winless in games where he doesn't. And his past, 5 games are 3 touchdowns, no touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, no touchdowns. Like, it's...
So he's going to have 3 this week.
Yeah,
all right.
it's...
All right, let's hope.
We need
let's
it.
Hope.
And I agree, I don't think it's, one thing you can point to on both sides of the ball that is what went wrong. But in the third quarter, they got outcoached, flat out. Sean McVay outcoached them. He made adjustments in the halftime that took away the offense, and Dan Campbell and the offense did not respond well. They didn't. They had 3 and outs. They gained 5 yards of offense in the third quarter, and that's unacceptable.
Look at what the Rams did. We couldn't stop Puka. They just kept feeding him.
Yeah.
Vontae Adams, same thing.
They
couldn't stop Amon-Ra or J-Mo, but we just didn't continue to feed them.
Right.
Or they adjusted enough to be able to shut it down. So in that aspect is that you didn't continue to work with what was working.
Well, they got more pressure in the second half too on Goff.
So that's
and we know what happens when Goff gets rattled. So
I know. Like every quarterback in this league.
I hear you.
I'm tired.
Wrong,
I am tired of hearing about they're the number 1 scoring offense in the league again.
Yeah, they're not bad. Nobody's saying they're bad, but
they're the number 1 scoring offense in the league. You know what I'm saying?
But yet you sit here at 8-6. So some ain't right,
I know, but this whole
it's not all
this
defense.
whole I would argue it might be.
It's a good percentage of
Yeah.
that, but it's not all defense, though.
But
the offense at times is not executed properly. We talked about it.
Well, there isn't an offense that scores a touchdown every single possession.
Absolutely
of the
not.
game.
But
You know what I
when
mean?
your defense is so handicapped and you need your offense to take advantage when the defense does go out there and make a play. The Lions haven't always done that this year. And that's kind of been the Achilles.
And there's a different way like offenses handle games. Like being the highest scoring offense in the league is obviously amazing, but like when you're doing it in these explosive fashions, it allows the other team's offense to get just as many opportunities as you have.
Right.
And then you can go out there with this banged up defense and you're not putting them in the best situation, because the Lions have not been able to really sustain drives as well as they did last year when you talk about running the ball and bleeding the clock and winning and scoring touchdowns at the end of it. Like they are scoring on a lot of big chunk plays, which is awesome, and it's great to watch. But when your defense is banged up, consistently putting them out there against opposing offenses is not great, and you need the offense to kind of sustain longer drives, and you can only do that if you can run the ball.
Galloping late, the Lions' #1 offense went against the Rams' third-ranked defense. They did great considering. And I guess, I guess here's what I can't shake. Lunchbox. Neal, Brad missed on Zeitler and Jalen Phillips. What missed out? Like Zeitler signed with Tennessee, man. Like, anyway, that's kind of my question. Like, if they're the best offense, I never feel like the Lions are going to get off the field on third down. And then when they do get a stop on third down, I really feel like they're never going to get off the field on fourth down, because they don't. Because like the Rams were perfect on fourth. Packers were perfect on fourth. You know what I'm saying? Like all these big-time games against big-time opposition, they're like in the 90th percentile converting on fourth downs, man. Like, and that's
you in the past.
Yeah. Woodward Sports chat thread. Jace LaRuck. Can we talk about how Frazier should be starting over Cologne? They let Tate get accustomed the whole season, but won't let Frazier when he should be. And Jace, like, I'm to that point too, as that the Cologne second half was an implosion.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest. That was one of the biggest struggle buses I've ever seen somebody on. And like that, those back-to-back 3 and outs. No one talks about the holding call on Cologne where he had to like reach across and hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
You're not in the business of having to convert 3rd and 15s and get first downs, man. Even the Lions will get a stop on those. So that's what it is. We've been talking about it a lot. The injuries, all of it. Of course, that discussion about the 18-game NFL season. Doc Pierce is in the house. It's a Dr. Pierce Tuesday. As he always stops by, he's here. So what we're going to do is going to take the break. And I'm grilling Doc today. Like, when have we crossed the line with this, man? Like, your stars are getting hurt now. And look, it's all these guys that play these Thursday nights after a Sunday game, after they play again in Brazil, and then they fly over to Cancun and play a game. Like, we're getting out of control with this stuff. But I wanna ask Doc about it, man. I do. Where are we going with this one? Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Scan the QR code on the screen. Download the Caesars app. And when you make your first deposit, use a promo code Woodward1000. That way, when you make your first bet, all the way up to $1,000, if you happen to lose it, it will be credited back as a free bonus bet. It's almost like a do-over, everyone. Caesars has all the markets. Everything is there for you with Caesars, one of the biggest brands in the gambling industry as a whole. So again, Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? You should see what I did there. Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Neal, Ruhl here for Buddy's Pizza. And look, you want to give great gifts? Who says no to a $50 Buddy's gift card? Approximately nobody in the world would say no to that. But guess what? If you get one and you give one, then you get a free 4-square, 1-topping pizza. That is right. It is Buddy's. It's holiday season. Pizza, love, enjoy. Don't forget, you got those last-minute get-togethers. You want to get some catering done? Call Buddy's for that as well. There's over 20 Buddy's locations around the Metro Detroit area. But if you want to go the gift card route, $50 Buddy's gift card, you get a free 4-square, 1-topping pizza. Let's go, everybody. It's Buddy's. Pizza, love, and joy. Back at it here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, new guy Cam in the house. Real quickly here in the Woodward Sports chat thread, Cologne should be wearing Starburys, not Jordans. That's a pretty good one. It is Tuesday. It is time for our discussion with our injury insider, Dr. Jeff Pierce. His visit's powered by MRI of Southfield, the purveyor of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. And Doc, appreciate you pulling up in studio as always. A lot of injury stuff going on around the NFL right now.
Yes, for sure. Keeping me busy.
Yeah, no doubt. Doc, I wanted to start right here because it was so public and it hit everybody's phones and stuff like that. Last Sunday was a bad day for the NFL, in particular the Stars. Micah Parsons, torn ACL. Patrick Mahomes, torn ACL. He had his surgery yesterday. Right. I believe they said the surgery was successful. But, Doc, when you look at these two injuries, non-contact. Right? Like for the most part, in Micah Parsons for sure was non-contact. Yeah, non-contact. And Doc, like as we show it right there.
See, that's what I love. Like right there, you can see, like when we first saw it from the side, that view where he's planting and switching, you can see that whole knee just change directions. And when I initially saw it, I thought maybe it was just a lateral collateral and meniscus, but seeing it from the front, it's definitely an ACL. Right there. You see how that whole knee just gives? You guys are grossed up. This is cool.
Yeah.
It's cool mechanics. But what you're seeing is the knee is being held in. And he's got so much force because he's such a powerful individual. He's changing directions because the quarterback changed directions. So it's a very dynamic sport, and the knee's very dynamic. And when he comes in, the knee wants to move this way. He basically took that knee and went like this to switch direction, which means all those ligaments that hold in are going to have some torque on them. And with that kind of power that he planted his foot and had nothing else, this is a clear non-contact injury, but the force of the ground is your contact. So it's a contact with the ground, changing the direction so quickly. His knee he's like I said, these guys are so strong. His upper body strength is more powerful than from his knee down.
Doc, I asked you this question a couple weeks ago. I asked you this question last year when we were talking about Hutch. When do we cross the line of, are these guys too strong, I guess you could say, where you're testing the limits of the body because of such a massive amount of strength?
I think that's really where it's going. We've talked about that. We talked about sports science. We talked about what can the joints handle, what kind of power, what kind of torque can we take on the body. You're starting to see limitations. We've seen full dislocations of ankles, knees, shoulders. I mean, it's just getting to the point that the muscle that we have is stronger than the actual joint itself and the ligaments to hold it in. The other thing I know you want to get to, we're going back to Roman days, right? Just beat these guys up. Are they our showpiece? Which is another thing I know you wanted to talk about,
Yeah.
which
We'll get there.
which you're leading. We'll wait for it then. We want to talk about Patrick first?
Yeah, I do. But somebody has, there are some questions that are popping up in the chat. Shy Sun in the chat says, Parsons' injury on grass, not turf. And I know, like, here in Detroit, everybody's talked about the turf at Ford Field and all that kind of stuff. There you saw it right there. I mean, that's as good of a field as you can have, right, in the grass.
Yeah, I mean, there's the pros and cons. Like, we've done this. We've done the pros and cons versus you're seeing on the back wall. You're seeing basically, the non-giving, the giving of the non-giving of the grass versus supposedly the AstroTurf has more giving. So you're talking about the ACL injury, which we're putting up right now. Just showing the anatomy, you're seeing that big ligament in front. So it's the anterior. So it's the one in front. You're seeing it stretch between the two bones there, your humerus and your tibia. And that's your tibia plateau. And we have it on the back wall now if we can show. That's the ACL where it's torn. And they keep saying torn. They haven't said complete tear. So, like, Parsons may not be a complete tear, which is actually better for recovery. Now, when the surgeon goes, and I've always used that 75% rule, if it's more than 75%, you might as well do the whole thing. If he's got a partial tear and he's able to sew back the natural anatomy, that's what's best for the injured or the patient, the person. In this case, the two players. So you're not seeing a complete tear. We haven't heard the word complete. That injury that he had, Parsons, it could be a partial tear, and depending on how much anatomy, which we'll probably find out, we'll know on his recovery. If it's a complete tear, we always talk about 4 to 6 months of recovery, but then getting football ready. When I predicted for Patrick is that he's got a tear, he's got the time, that 4 to 6 months, he's going to go 6 to 8 months, and he still has time before really being in the season.
Yeah. Xavier in the chat says it's almost like the human body's not meant to do these types of things.
When you watch football in 70-mile-an-hour collisions, our body was not designed by the man above to take on this. That's why I mentioned the Roman times.
Right.
I mean, they did it for sport. Are we turning football into sport, or are we going to go to the Jetsons where they turn into robots and we just start playing the robots against each other?
So the big question, obviously, like Neal had brought up before, but as a doctor, like scheduling, the playing so many games, traveling so far, doing it, this has to play into it, does it not? Or is that not, when you're diagnosing things, you're more to the conditions of the field and the equipment and how they're doing it that way than it is travel? Or is it like wear and tear? Because guys are either tired or the bodies are worn down or not prepared. Is that something that comes to mind or not really?
With these two injuries, not necessarily, right? Like with the nagging injuries, some of the stuff we've seen on the Lions, these are wear and tear injuries and wearing out. With St. Brown, his injury with his ankle, that was an unfortunate moment. You can't blame that on timing of recovery. Are they recovering? It's those fatigue, those nagging things, those additionals. These are moments in time that are unfortunate. The quarterback changes direction on him. He goes and puts all that force. Was his body fatigued? Did it take more stress because he didn't have the muscles firing? We could go into that science of it, but that's really nitpicking. Did Parsons, was he fatigued? It was in the third quarter, I think. Is he weakened? He's coming at that guy full tilt. I can't say he looked fatigued coming at him. Yeah. So that may or may not, probably unlikely play the role in these two injuries, but can we go through all the injuries in the NFL and start adding up? Is it scheduling? Is it flights? Is it, not proper recovery? I mean, recovery is so taken for granted. You're young. Recovery for a 20-year-old should be a lot quicker than a 40-year-old. All these guys are in that 20 to 30. They should be recovering. The science of it. Are they participating? Are they stretching out? Are they as flexible as they need to be to do these things? I mean, Mahomes never looks flexible. He always looks like he's got a tight tendon every time he runs.
People talk about he's got the dad bod and all that kind of stuff too.
And he's not made for it, and he goes and gets tangled up with his feet, and his leg goes a certain way. would that have been prevented if he was a stronger, more flexible guy to prevent that? But, that's been his style from the day he entered the league.
What did you see with Patrick Mahomes? To me, it kind of looked similar to the Micah Parsons thing, like that extension. What did you see with it?
Well, he's trying, like I said on my clip, it was basically he is trying to that's his game, how to extend the play, how to do something, how to scramble. He, it played against him this time. He was trying to extend the play, get the ball out, and got tangled up. His legs got tangled up. That knee went one direction. It was a weaker injury, but it was an unfortunate angle. Like we talk about forces and torques and vectors on that. His knee just went to the wrong direction with somebody else's force pushing it in a direction it didn't want to go. I mean, that's really what happened. It's unfortunate. But again, his injury, I mean, when you totally tear an ACL, you're not walking around after. These guys are walking. Granted, they're tough. Their quadriceps, their upper legs keep the strength so they can continue to walk. And like we saw them walking off. They were walking on the sidelines. That made you a little hesitant. But when it's completely torn, it's gone. It's not painful. When it's partially torn is when it's really uncomfortable.
Oh, wow. I never thought about it like that. And you're probably
complete
right.
tear. It's like the anatomy's gone. You just have that laxity. But these guys are so powerful in their upper part of their leg, they can still run and move. I mean, I have people that they thought I had a knee injury back before we had MRI. Yeah, I had an ACL injury. I walked around for 3 months before we figured it out. Like, how's that possible? It is possible if it's a complete tear because you sever the whole thing. There's no more pain receptors. There's no more blood supply. It's just gone. And then when it's partially torn, then you still have those receptors trying to kick in what they're
telling you
doing.
something's wrong.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Talk with Dr. Pierce as we do every Tuesday here, courtesy of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. All right, Doc. Let me get on the soapbox.
Wait,
here,
let's do a shout out to the kids here.
Yeah. Absolutely. Good. Yeah.
We got special audience here.
Yeah, absolutely. Introduce them.
Well, my son's here from Michigan State.
Yep.
He's about to start his lacrosse season. He's playing for Travel MSU, and his buddy Griffin, who's a crazy guy for sports and information.
Great name.
He wants to be a future Neal.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, that's his thing.
All right.
So we want to be able to do that. So
all right, what
I
have you
begged
been
him
told?
to come here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Griffin,
lied to already.
Yeah, if you ever have any questions, man, hit me up for sure. Yeah, hey, Doc's got my number, man. Hit me up for sure. I'm happy to talk to students all the time. All right, Doc, let me get on the soapbox here.
All right.
Okay. Some people would ask what's different now between, say, 20 years ago. Oh, it's interesting you asked that. I'll tell you what's different. Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, Thursday night, prime football, $150 million for Netflix to broadcast a game on a one-off on a Tuesday. Doc, we've crossed the bridge, man. You got Micah Parsons playing 3 games in 11 days or whatever that is. You see it happen with the Lions, too. They play on a Sunday. Then they got a game on a Thursday. Then their prime game next Thursday against the Cowboys. Is the NFL turning a blind eye to player safety, what's best for the player, in order to chase money? Because look, the talk starting already, Doc. The 18-game schedule. Well, we'll just throw in another bye week, and Doc, you can't keep asking this of these guys. How do I know? Look around the league, Doc. What did we just talk about for 10 minutes, Doc? Again, Doc, when does it stop? But it won't, will it?
I love your passion for this, but it is. There's limitations to what goes on. Is there proper recovery? The NFL, look, there's NFL Players Association involved too. So you can't just blame the NFL. The NFL Players Association is part of it also. So those are all decisions, and they're fighting. And I guarantee you this offseason you're going to see more fighting because they got a lot more literature, a lot more science, a lot more stuff going on. The whole concussion thing, I love how concussion just was in the headlines. The NFL was able to bury that. We don't hear it like we used to. We're putting this many dollars in it to research. You're going to probably see a similar thing with these kind of injuries. It's not, we got to figure out what the other thing is. Concussion, if you really looked at it, everybody's getting concussions. There's a concussion, even if you didn't have a full blown, there's some type of mental to your brain that's being injured. Right now, I think we're learning, and I think we're saying, yeah, it sounds good on paper, but now we're starting to see the results. We've made decisions. We've made decisions to extend it. We made decisions for bigger audiences. We went after the Netflix money, all that. But they're making so much money. I think reality is going to hit this year or within the next 2 years that we need to have player safety. And is it going to be kind of like what the NBA has? They're allowing those breaks, right? 20 years ago, you wouldn't see a Gervin or a Dr. J sitting on the sideline when you're going to Madison Square Garden in Detroit. You're there to play for the audience. You're an entertainer at the end of the day. You have to perform. So that's the NFL, but where's the common ground going to be seen? I think NFLPA and along with the NFL, you're going to start seeing this. Are they brutal like I've compared to the Roman times and gladiators? No, there's a human factor. Nobody.
They were trying to kill each other back then. Dude, I mean, we're not doing that. But I think
we're a step above that. But
you bring a great point though, as far as the conversations between the people. And this year too, it's when your stars go down and when it's going to affect your bottom line. When you have the Mahomeses and the Parsons and these guys going down, that's what starts the conversations.
That's the attention getter.
That's the attention getter. So, like you said, they're going to do whatever it is. The NFL, which what it should, because it is the republic, and it is like the dark side to whatever else. But they should. It's not going to affect them that much to their bottom line, but they will listen now because it's their star guys going down. Yeah. More stars per team that are out. You go through the league. So that's why it'll get attention. And it's not just like, oh, you're going to miss a couple weeks. Even with concussions, right? Guys weren't out for the whole season with concussions or whatever. They missed some time. With these injuries, right, you're season-long injuries. Look at our team. Look at around the league. So that's what starts conversations.
Doc, I guess to kind of wrap it up, I have a question for you here.
All right.
And it's just a basic question. I'm not putting you on the spot with this one. Say they're going to go to 18 games, which why wouldn't they? You get $150 million per game to broadcast on Netflix. So why would you not? Okay, we're doing it. Is it as simple as adding a second bye week, maybe a third bye week? Is it that simple? And nothing's ever that simple, Doc, but work with me here.
They got to look at the teams that are playing 3 games in 11 days. That's the number one issue. That can't happen. Okay, another bye week is recovery and things like that. You extend it. I could see finding medical reasoning that's going to make sense for $150 million more. But it is. I mean, we've always said it's a business at the end of the day. Look how many injuries that didn't happen, right? We're looking at injuries that happened. How many injuries didn't happen last Sunday? There's 2 ways to look at it. You lost major players. If you didn't lose Patrick Mahomes, your 2 stars, like you said, it's not so attention-getting. Okay, we've had it every week. If we put it up on the back wall, it'd fill that whole black wall of injuries that have occurred this season. From minor things to season ending. But it's also, is there really that much of a change? That's what we look at as the whole bubble. I know you're looking. Look, we're in Lions country. We're so affected. We missed the Super Bowl because of it. We may miss the playoffs because of injuries this year. Do we need to reset what we're doing? Do we need to take a step back and take a look at what we're doing? I'm hearing the trainers. I get a lot of questions off the air. Is it the trainers? Is it the turf? It's a combination. But it's like, are we really looking at the whole picture for safety of what's going on? But it's football. The game isn't for safe play. It's a violent game. Like people ask me about boxing and concussion. The winner,
that's understood, right?
The winner is knocked out. That's a concussion. It's understanding the game and the limitations and the risks that they have. That's why I brought up a couple weeks ago, especially with St. Brown, that guy's playing on 1.5 legs. I mean, he's out there gritting it out. Is he risking further injury? Absolutely. And he's playing because of the love of the game.
So, Doc, I just pulled up the numbers here, courtesy of AI. There are approximately 320 players in the NFL who have been placed on injured reserve as of today, which averages out to about 10 players per team, which average, 53, just call it 50 for math's sake. That's 20% of your roster.
Yeah.
So
we're going to start having 2 rosters. You got to go to college football where you got, how many guys do we have on college football?
85.
85. I mean, that may start being. We may have the second. It may be shifts like hockey. We bring full teams in.
That's dangerous, Doc, because we've proven we like football as long as it's good. We're undefeated against bad football in this nation. We will not participate in it. Like, who is going to watch guys with all their stars, right? Quarterbacks banged. Who's going to watch, like, for real, who's going to watch the Chiefs game next week?
The real fans.
Tickets are $15 a piece to get into the Chiefs games now.
It is?
15, yeah.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
over. It changes. All right, Doc. That does it for today, my friend. But no, we appreciate you stopping by for real.
Hopefully we solved something.
I think we did. D-Mac, did we solve anything?
Absolutely. Doc always comes in here and makes the medical world a better place.
Absolutely. Spenny, do we owe anything? We're good? All right. Well, thanks everybody for tapping in. Stick and myself tomorrow. I'll be in Cincinnati. Stick will be here in the studio. For D-Mac, for New Guy Cam, for KG, Spencer Raxter, Doc Pierce, and everybody else, thanks for tapping in. Well, see you later.